What's happening, everyone? Renovation here, back with, well, something new, I guess. It's something new. Today we're going to be playing some head-to-head. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I have to go in about an hour and a half, so it's going to be shorter than an hour and a half. I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to practice some of my second-tier plays that I don't really run very often. Plays that I used in this last League vs. League that I only put up 14 points in. So you can look forward to probably not a whole lot of scoring on my part. It's just a lot of practice. So I'm practicing recording and also using some of these plays that I don't use very often in tandem with each other, so I can kind of get used to everything. So we'll go ahead and open up here with a Seahawks team. We just matched with another person, thank goodness. We've got my base, or my stadium today, in this one. So that should be exciting. Probably forfeit the first drive, right off the bat. Nope, got pretty good kick power. And yes, I do have the Bills jerseys from the completing, what's his nuts, Starlet to the Telly. I completed his set and got the Bills jerseys, so I'm using those. We're going to open up with Strong Eye Twins, PAFB flat. We've got 4-3 zone here, so we're going to look to hit Marshawn Lynch in the flat route, which we will. He'll get tackled around the 40-yard line. We'll go ahead and flip Strong IPA slide here. We've got 3-4 coverage. Looks like it's possibly countered, so we'll just gun into Ingram, who does catch it. And we'll see if it was countered or not. 25%. All right, so let's not use that. Let's kind of stray away from that. Play action. So we'll go bunch flanker drive here. We're gonna hit Bo Jackson on his little wheel route as soon as he cuts right there, and we'll get a nice 15-yard gain. So you'll see me doing a whole lot of this, a whole lot of just looking around for plays to run. Let's go bunch Z cross in. Let's look at this play a little bit. I don't really run this play. This might be counter formation. I don't really know for sure because I don't run it very often. This is maybe like a tier 4 play for me because I don't really run it. But your primary read here is either your slot on that corner route or your wide receiver 1 on his little zig route to the inside. So since it was man, we're going to go ahead and hit Burton there. He does catch it, thank goodness. So we're down inside the 15. And I said earlier in my video that I like to use halfback angle inside the 15 because it's it is somewhat counter breakable depending on the severity of the counter. So we do go ahead and hit Bo Jackson. He was a little covered, so that I forced that a little bit. Kind of a risky throw, but it worked out all right. And I just almost dropped my phone. So now we'll go ahead and try to blast it in with Strong Eye halfback blast. And he gets tackled short there. We'll go ahead and go weak eye triple post here. I've got oh, this is counter formation. So if you see 4-3 coverage, it's countered. Doesn't look like much, so we'll just... Sometimes you can get lucky and sneak through the offensive line to run in for the touchdown, but I didn't there. So now we'll go weak eye deep curls, this is also countered. I wonder if this guy just went straight for all the goal line countered plays. No, okay. So now we'll go into fullback flare. We're at the 6-yard line, so we're just on the edge of goal line plays working, but we do get that one punched in. And we'll go into bunch spacing. You won't see me practice other 2-point plays. It's going to be either toss or bunch spacing because there are no really decent 2-point plays aside from those two. Now, in a passing tournament where there's only pass plays available and you already used your scramble, you could maybe go curl flats and just hope to get one of the flat routes open, or if you get man coverage for whatever reason, hit the curl route, but I don't really. That's just an on-the-fly thing. That's nothing you should prepare for. This is something you should do on the fly. So we've got a 25% counter on play action passes, but we will go ahead and open up with bunch PA pin deep. We've got man coverage, so my read here is my tight end on his little out route. He does catch it. I tried to get a juke, but he wasn't fooled, unfortunately. Now we'll go with Strong Eye halfback blast. It wasn't countered last time, so we're going to go ahead and run it again. Failed the truck, thank goodness, I guess. I don't really know. Let's see what else we can run here. Ooh, let's go trips tight and quick slants. I don't really run this play because it is pretty frequently countered because it's such an easy play to run. So people tend to have it countered. I don't know why Evan Ingram did that. against 4-3 zone, he really doesn't take that out route very often. That's one of the first times I've seen him do it, so yeah, more power to him, I guess. Here we'll flip trips tight end, halfback, or wide receiver corner. It's not countered, but it is very similar to trips corner strike in the fact that you will have your wide receiver 1 in the flat or wide receiver 2 in the flat as opposed to your slot, and you'll have a corner route with your wide receiver 1 like trips corner strike. So we've got man coverage, so we'll go ahead and hit Tyreek Hill on the corner route, and we'll go ahead and zigzag in for the touchdown. Not really big on that play because I do like trips corner strike more, and trips tight end wide receiver corner does have that tight end out route that's very helpful. So really trips tight end wide receiver corner is a very good play in almost any situation. You can either flip it or not flip it and it will still be phenomenal. It's a very good play. He's got pretty good kick power too. Let's see what else we can use here. New stuff, new stuff, new stuff. Let's go flipped spread halfback screen. This looks like it's counter formation in the dime zone. So on counter formation, I think you're just going to want to get it to your tight end, sorry. It wasn't 100% counter, so you're going to want to hit your tight end there. Let's see, I don't really want to go empty trip stick because I do run that play pretty frequently. So let's go trips tight end flanker spot. We're going to get man coverage here, it looks like, or zone. We're going to get nickel zone. So I didn't flip it because I was hoping I'd pull man coverage so I can just roll out to the right as if it were trips tight end halfback, or trips, whatever stick play that is with the 2 slant routes, empty trip stick. Hoping I was going to get that, but it looks like it's zone coverage, so I'm going to have to improvise. And by improvise, I mean still do what I had intended on doing. 11% countered. So I guess that's counter formation for it. The more you know. So now we've got 3rd and 14. Spread slot flags. Let's go ahead and run this. Showcase this play a little bit. This is a man coverage, so your read is going to be your Evan Ingram, your tight end. It's countered too, so we'll just lob it up there. Tyreek Hill will catch it. That's 100% countered. So we've got 4th and 10 here. We'll go ahead with motion cross because it's just a phenomenal play to run. We've got zone coverage, so I'm going to look to hit, it's man coverage, so I'm going to look to scramble out to the left. Hopefully Burton gets blocked up. He does. Even if the block gets blown up, the cornerback is still preoccupied on that animation, so you should be able to get out with enough space. Go ahead and flip strong IPA slide here. Looks like it might be countered. It's not. Our fullback is going to be open, so we'll hit him. We will not be able to truck that safety, so we will get pretty far down there. Now we'll cycle into strong I halfback blast. This is a good play to run. It's another one of those plays that people started to counter because it was very good and very easy to run, but people have started to uncounter it because you just assume it's countered. So we'll showcase another one here. Gut is another play. It's 6%. That play is matched up with weak eye double counter and motion cross. So if you run either one of those plays first and see that it's countered, the other one might also be countered because I have both of those cards and I switch them in and out depending on the game, depending on the team we're playing. So that's just something to keep an eye out for. Another good second down run play is trips halfback stretch. I don't really like to run it, but the reason it's so good is because you see Trey Burton here and Tyreek Hill, your slot receiver and your wide receiver 1 are running those streak routes, those streak block routes, so you'll see what happens when they do that. Never mind. Most of the time they will run down the field and the cornerbacks will follow, so that's why plays like fake halfback toss is good, cut back on 3rd and long, off tackle if you need to run it, or spread halfback sweep. That's why those are good plays in running tournaments, which we have this weekend. That's why those plays are good to run in those situations. So now we'll go into halfback angle because it wasn't countered last time. So we're looking at a blitz, so we're going to hit Bo Jackson at the angle, and we will just take an angle to get in for the touchdown. And now we'll go into the 2-point conversion, looking like it could be countered. You know how I like to run this play. I probably could have escaped that, but I kind of wasn't paying attention very much. 22 points though, not too bad. Hit 3 straight counters there, that's fun. So now we've got a 120 defense to go against. Hopefully we find a match before the end of this game. Again, my base not my base, my Glacier Arena. Get to showcase the Bills uniforms though. I really like the Bills uniforms. The throwback Bills. I think they're the 80s Bills throwback jerseys. Let's see here, what play? Let's go bunch PA pin deep. I was using this a lot in All Madden yesterday. It's a good All Madden play to run. The read is your tight end, but I didn't think quick enough to pass it to him, so we're just gonna run with the scramble. Let's go another run play here. Dive weak. Let's go weak eye double counter. This is kind of a tier 1 play for me. It's kind of in between because I do run it pretty often in head-to-head when I need to. I don't, or not head-to-head, League vs. League when I need to, but I don't really want to run it too frequently. So let's go slants and drags here. Slants and drags your reads. This is a 4-3 zone, so we're going to hit the halfback Bo Jackson, but your read could also be Trey Burton, your slot receiver on that drag route. It's a good play to run. So now we'll go weak eye deep curls with the same read in mind. We'll look to read Bo Jackson. If it's man coverage, we'll hit our wide receiver 1 on his curl route, which we will get. And look at that. We're even going to take it in for a touchdown. Curl routes, they'll curl inside, and then if you bounce it to the outside, that cornerback reads the inside, so he'll bite down on the inside. And you can take your route around to the right or left side, depending on which way you're throwing, and you can get a big gain out of it. I do that when I run a curl route. I don't really run curl routes too frequently because I'm not really a big fan of them, but in situations with man coverage, they're good. Like third and medium, curl flats is a good play to run because it does have 2 reads. Weak eye deep curls is decent, but it's not as good as curl flats if you need a play like that. So here we'll go weak eye deep curls again. Try to get zone coverage, but it's man again. So we'll look to hit Tyreek Hill again. He'll go ahead and catch it. We won't be able to get the curl to the outside, so we will roll into, let's go curls, just straight up curls. Looks like it's another man coverage, so we'll look to hit Tyreek Hill again. We'll just run curl route all the way down the field. Let's do it. Now curl flats. Looking like zone coverage here, so we'll look to hit Evan Ingram if it is. It's man coverage, so we'll go with Tyreek Hill again. He drops it that time. Where are my other curl routes at? There's a curl route on spread FL drag. And trips off QB dash. It's got a weird curl route. Let's do it. So we'll look to hit the slot as on Trey Burton. This is a tier like 11 play for me. I have never run this play. Or the wide receiver 2 over the top. It's another option. Whoop, that's an interception. Surprised it wasn't really. It should have been. Not gonna lie. So now we've got 3rd and 3. Let's go quick slants here. It's not countered. So we'll look to hit the tight end on his out route. And let's cycle back into deep curls. We've got zone coverage, so we'll look to hit Bo Jackson on his, oh, nope, never mind, we don't. That should have been an interception too. One thing I do like to do with curls, if I ever decide to run it, is I like to flip it, because I much prefer throwing to the right than I do the left. So we're looking like man coverage again, so we'll hit Tyreek Hill. The Steelers love their 3-4 man, but we're not seeing much of anything else. What was that other play? Curl flats, that's right. Man coverage again. No, it's zone coverage this time. So we'll look to hit Evan Ingram. He drops it. Way to go, Evan. Let's see. Give me another curl route. Nope, I guess we're going bunch flanker drive, unfortunately. So this is counter formation for it. So we'll look to hit Tyreek Hill if we can, but it's man coverage as well. Wow, Tyreek, you just got all sorts of clogged up there. But he catches it with the super win, and we're in for the touchdown. Okay. I'm okay with that. So now we're looking like it's countered, so you know what I like to do here. We escape 26%. This guy's probably just chucking bombs. I am taking quite a long time to score. I'm not a quick strike player, really. I don't like to play quickly, or you know what I'm talking about. I like my trips corner strike, which is really the only time I go one play touchdown unless I get lucky with another play. We'll roll in a bunch of PA pin deep again. We got 4-3 zone. So we will hit Evan Ingram as soon as he's available. Take your time, Evan. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to throw you the football. Twins PFB flat, this is counter formation. Sometimes on low and medium you can hit Marshawn Lynch, but on a critical you're just taking the sack. Like that. It's got 15% counter on that. Let's go motion Y stick flipped. This is a play similar to empty trip stick if it's man coverage, but if it's zone you're going to look to hit your tight end Evan Ingram. But in this case I'm not going to take the chance and I'm going to go ahead and Bo Jackson. And he's going to get a trunk off. Look at that. So now we'll go strong IPA slide. Our fullback is going to be covered, so we're going to hit Evan Ingram. Now we're plus territory. Let's see. Let's go weak eye deep curls. I have a feeling I'm going to start running this play pretty frequently now, unfortunately. Dropped it. I didn't mean to say unfortunately. I do really like that play. Let's go here. Let's go with trips PA dig post. It's very, very similar to weak eye PA post. It's the same read. You're going to look to roll out to the right and take the free scramble, but if not, there's two routes there. Your wide receiver 2 and your slot, I believe. They're on their little, the wide receiver 2 has an inside route, like an inside 3-yard inside route, and the slot receiver has like a 12-yard route, and he cuts to the inside. So that's a read if you can't scramble. Like in this case, I can just hit Julio Jones, who will drop it, but that's just something you can do. It's not as good as weak IPA post, but it is an option if you need it. So let's go ahead and go empty trip stick. We've got zone coverage, so I'm going to look to hit Bo Jackson. It's countered 100%, so it's 4th and 10. We'll go motion cross. We've got man coverage, so we'll look to just scramble. I did not hit the slide button when I meant to. Go halfback angle here. That is countered, and on low and medium you can sometimes hit Bo Jackson, and even on critical you can hit Bo Jackson if you don't have a high snap like that. You can hit him. He probably won't catch it, but at least an incompletion is better than a 4-yard loss. So let's see, 2nd and goal. What plays are good in 2nd and goal? Quick slants. Quick slants wasn't countered last time I ran it, so we'll run it here. It's a good play if you know it's not countered. If it is countered, then I'm not sure. I'd have to actually be in that situation before I could really tell you what's good and what's not good. Whoop. Hello, friend, with the 44% counter. I think I got countered on every single 2-point try in that game, in that match. Oh, wonderful. He just forfeit. I don't like that because then I have to queue up another game and wait. Okay. Sweet, thanks. Guess we'll go ahead and queue up another game then. Don't care about that. I guess while we're doing that, I can go ahead and show you my squad. Nothing extravagant. Just got my go-to Tyreek Hill here. Upgraded my halfbacks. I sold Saquon Barkley for 1.2 million coins, I think. That was my plan because I didn't necessarily need any other positions. I mean, Jake Matthews as a 120 would have been nice to replace Isaiah Wynn, but I would have rather sold Barkley than anything else. And on my defense, I did just get Sean Taylor this morning. I got him this morning. So that's fantastic. I got rid of Kurt Coleman. I don't remember what I used Kurt Coleman for. He might still be on my bench. He is. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him yet. The only reason I had Kurt Coleman for so long is because if you train him up, he's got ridiculous speed. And speed really trumps everything in this game, which is unfortunate, but it does. So I had him, and he was phenomenal. He was a playmaker all around. He had several interceptions for me in his tenure as my strong safety. Or as my safety, I guess I should say. So he was really good for me. And then as my special teams, I just have the punter, Shane LeClarin. No big deal. Dan Carpenter is a phenomenal bronze punter. because he's got 87 kick power, which is exactly where you need it to be, and then he's got phenomenal kick accuracy at 97. He's a great kicker. Great kicker. All right, Brown Eyes, let's see what you got. What time is it? 2 o'clock? I don't know if you saw that, but I had to check a message. I really hope that wasn't in there. I might have to cut it out. Anyway, we've got a kickoff here. A little too much kick power there, so we'll go ahead and field it in the end zone. I completely forgot what I was doing. Let's go bunch PA pin deep. We got man coverage here, so I'll look to hit my tight end on his out route. Oh, hello. That's a rough tackle, if I've ever seen one. Let's go weak IPA post. Counter formation, so we'll just look to roll out, throw it away. 9%, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, I haven't run this play. Strong IFB middle. Strong IFB middle is another good play because it has that tight end out route and it has the angle route from your halfback. I think the counter formation for this play is 4-3, so that's something to look out for. But it's a good play. It does take a while to set up in my experience with it. I don't really run it very often because to me it feels like it takes a lot more time to set up than Tripp's tight end wide receiver corner. I might be wrong, but that's just something I feel. That's just something I feel about that play. I'm not really big on it. We'll open up a stretch on first down. It's countered, and we're just taking a sack. If it's lower medium, you can sometimes get a few extra yards between the tight end and the right tackle. But if you can't, then if you're countered, then there's nothing really you can do about it. Let's go ahead and flip motion my stick. Looks like we've got man coverage here. So I will look to roll out. And we're down to the 10-yard line. Let's see, 10-yard line plays that isn't halfback angle. What do we got? What do we got? Quick slants is a good one. Trips all slants. I might go ahead and run that. The read here would be your slot receiver. Just gun it to him as soon as you can. It's a nice 5-yard-ish gain. Your tight end runs that drag route, which is decent if you want to wait for it to set up. And then sometimes if you wait long enough, the slant routes will get open on the other side of the field. That's something that I can probably showcase opening up next drive with all slants. Let's go quick slants here. Probably shouldn't be running this play because people should know how to run it, but on counter formation, you're going to look to just hit your slot receiver if you are able to, which I was not able to. I've got 100% counter on quick slants, which is probably good. So now we can go with flanker spot here. We are looking at zone coverage, so I will still look to just roll out and get blasted. That's that's fantastic. So now we'll go fullback flare, easy play to run. While I am trying to showcase some new plays, I am also trying to score. So that's something to be wary of. I don't remember if I used my scramble for that or not, so we'll just go toss. No big deal. Nice 44% counter. I don't think I used my scramble. I didn't, but whatever. It's better if you flip flanker spot, really, just because you have that option to throw it to the tight end, to the wide receiver one if you have to. But I'm trying to get man coverage to see how it is if you roll out. That's just something I'm trying to do. So let's go ahead and flip all slants. Let's see if we can get someone open on the empty, on the zone, on the other side. See if I can see if the blocks hold long enough for that. He was open. It's not too bad. Let's see what other slant plays do we have. Empty trip stick, spread NFL drag has a slant. Let's go motion my stick. It wasn't countered last time. Let's see if we can get somebody on the slant on the other side. Yep, Trey Burton right there in that zone. It's decent if you have a good offensive line. It's a decent way to get some yards. We'll go empty trip stick here for the same reason. It's cheap in Madden, really. Bo Jackson drops it, but in actual Madden, you can run that, and it's just ridiculous. It's cheap. Against zone coverage, they get open nearly every time, as is with man coverage as well. It's pretty much the same. It's kind of ridiculous. See, I don't think there's any double slant routes here. Let's go spread up L drag. Let's see if I can get the same thing with this wide receiver 2 slant route. Ooh, it's a blitz. Never mind. Yep. That's a thing. Let's go PA boot. Never run this play in this game. Love it. Burton's going to be open. Maybe. If I didn't throw it too early, he probably would have been open. Let's go all slants again. Let's see if I can get someone open. Now Ingram's going to be open, so we'll just hit Ingram for the first down. I would have rolled out, but that cornerback was blitzing. This is counter formation. Let's see if I get critical countered. I do, so we'll just gun it to Ingram. Incomplete pass. What was the counter for? 3%. Love it. That's great. Another play that I like to roll out like empty trip stick is trip strong flood. It's not as good, but it is pretty decent to roll out with, just because it's like empty trip stick with all the routes going to the left side. Motion Y stick is the same way. Let's see, there's another play that I do that with, but I don't. Bunch C spot occasionally, but I don't really do it too frequently with that play. Let's go crow flats here. Oh, we've got counter formation. Nickel man. Ingram's going to be open though. Counter formation is nickel zone, not nickel man. But wow, that linebacker just clutch blocked that down. With fullback flare here, we'll just look to hit Marshawn Lynch, who does catch it and will go in for the touchdown. Can't believe that. That was impressive. Whew, that was close. A nice 26% counter there. Ooh, he only scored 6 points. Nice. So if we score here, game over. Well, I guess it's game over unless I throw a pick 6. He went through 2 drives, and he's not going to be able to score 10 points on 1 drive unless I help him. Unless his defense scores, which I don't intend on allowing. Let's go running only this drive. Let's go ahead and open up with weak eye double counter. This weekend is a run-only tournament. Oh, ran out of bounds. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go strong eye halfback blast. Okay. And there you go. There you go, folks. Toss, not countered. So we'll just punch it in for 24 points on this drive. See, why can't I score 24 in league versus leagues as often as I can in head-to-head? More pressure, probably, would be my guess. Hey, Nate, how's it going? 122 defense. Yeah, I love it. I like a good challenge. Ooh, we're finally away. Get to showcase my away jerseys. A little too much kick power, bud. Let's see. Let's go gut here. It's not countered. So we'll just kind of loop around a little bit. My fullback, Marshawn Lynch, missed that block, so that's not good. Go strong eye halfback blast. It's countered. But we will be able to get the first down and a little more. What was the counter for it? 100. All right. Let's go dive weak. This is counter formation 4 with the 3-4 under coverage. It is countered, but this is a play that can sometimes break critical counters just for a few yards or even back to the line of scrimmage. Let's go weak eye double counter. Here we've got 3-4 under coverage, so you're going to watch the defensive end and defensive tackle because they can sometimes break their blocks early and then tackle you before you're even past the line of scrimmage, which isn't good. Let's go halfback stretch here. I like to alternate between plays that go to the left and then plays that go to the right, run plays at least. I'm not going to run halfback counter or bunch halfback dive because I run those plays pretty frequently. Let's go spread halfback sweep here. We've got a blitz coming in, so just bounce it to the outside, get a juke maybe. No, not really. Let's go fake halfback toss. This is counter formation for it, nickel, but we will go ahead and run it. It's a good play to run on 3rd and long, or 3rd and sub 15 on a run tournament only. If it's more than 15, cutback is a good play to run, halfback cutback, if it's more than 15. Because the cutback is really only good against dime man, and you're very likely to get dime man on 3rd and 15 and longer than 15. Sorry, I had an itch on my knee. Let's go end around. Why not, right? If someone would block him. Let me see if I can't show you. Cut back. Dime man. See, you see those cornerbacks on their streak routes, or the wide receivers on their streak routes, they take the cornerbacks with them. So that's why it's good, because it clears out the entire line. So that's something to keep in mind when running this tournament through. Oh, I think I ran this earlier, last drive, and it was countered. Nope, it wasn't. Here I would run trips tight end halfback counter because it's such a good play everywhere, except on 1st down. Whew, what are you doing there? Don't do that to me. 3rd and 15, let's go fake halfback toss. Got nickel man again, so hopefully those two cornerbacks clear out. They do, so we'll get the 1st down. And just a few more yards along with it. Let's go gut. The gut wasn't counted last time. Get that block, which he didn't. He always misses that block on gut for some reason. Let's go off tackle. Off tackle is also a decent play. This is man blitz. It's a decent play on 2nd and 3rd and long because of the same reason that fake fullback halfback toss is good. Let's go trips halfback sweep. There was a time where I really liked this play. I don't really like it now, but there was a time where I'd run it all the time. Now, on a run only tournament, on 4th and 3, the only good option you have is strong halfback toss. Really, there's no super successful play unless it's a shotgun run play, which I'm not really against, but again, it's not the best. So here it's the same as the 2-point. If you can, you wait for this linebacker to push down because it is counter formation. I don't think he's going to push down. He probably won't, so we'll just run it. He gets caught up there, so we will get the 1st down and a truck, and we'll see what the counter was for it. 100, look at that. So now we'll go weak eye double counter again. It's countered. I think I might hit a frequency counter with this. Just take it up the middle. 10%. No frequency. Okay, sure. Sure, we'll go halfback counter. This is definitely a tier 1 play for me. I love this play. It's great. Now in the 11-yard line, it's the exact same script. Let's go off tackle. Off tackle is a good play because you have all 3 of those blockers there. It's a good third down run play. And in goal line, it's toss. It is countered, but it can break counters. I mean, it could if you scored. Another play you can do is weak eye fullback dive and just try to punch it in with your fullback. That was easy enough. So let's go toss again. I'm just going to get countered on every time I run this play. 2-point or not. Not even score, whatever. Okay. I don't know why he's not scoring. Game plan too good. Another good play to run on third and long is motion QB draw. You wouldn't think it's a good play to run, but it's pretty decent, really. Is it still in the game? It is. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think it would be, but I'll show you. I'll kneel twice and see if I can't get it to work. It's a good. It's a good play to run if you don't have anything else. It's a good contingency plan if you don't have anything else to go with. We've got Dying Man here, which is good. So, oh wow, they really went for it there. But we do get the first down. It's a good pocket play to have if you need one. So now we've got gut is countered, so we will not be able to break the counter. It's at 10%. Coach trips tight end halfback counter, which is exactly what I would go in a second and long situation. Even if it is countered, I would still run it just to see if it is or not. I wouldn't run it if I knew it was countered, but because I knew it wasn't, I ran it again. And look, we are going to get countered every time I run this play. I wonder if I'll get the 2 point this time. Nope, sure won't. 18-8. Let's see what he did to not score on me to the last drive. Oh man, I'm so sorry. You hit all of those counters. Then clear out. Not a bad call on 4th and 18. Motion cross, halfback option, counter. Oh, halfback counter is a decent one on second and long, it looks like. Ooh, my quick slants counter. I didn't put that in until I started playing this. It got him. Then he just learned from his mistakes, for the most part. Good. This is probably the last matchup I play here. I won't queue up another match. Probably the last one I play. Ooh, we've got the most feared stadium. Wonderful. Not wonderful. Don't like this stadium. Okay, so say I'm facing a live counter. Let's go ahead and go trips corner strike, but I'm not gonna throw it. I'm gonna try to get sacked like right here. I'm just gonna run out of bounds or get sacked. Say I'm facing a live counter. Just got sacked here, -8 yards. This is countered. Where is it at? This is countered. This is countered. 2nd and 18. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? All of the plays I just ran are countered, so that means empty chirp shallow cross is countered, spread of field drag is countered. It's either a long pass or a short pass. This is countered. What am I gonna do? Empty trip stick is even countered. Yeah, sure. Flip motion Y stick. Got zone coverage here, so the read is Trey Burton because he'll get wide open. He does hang on to it, thank goodness. 3rd and 8. Let's go ahead and flip. Trips tight end flanker spot here. We've got man coverage, so we'll just roll out to the left. Whew, that might have been risky, but we got it. Let's see, what else? Halfback clear out isn't a bad play here. Let's go bunch PA pin deep. 4-3 zone, so the read is the tight end. Good stuff there. Roll into another play here. Strong eye, PAFL middle. Now the read here, the read I like to make depends on the difficulty I'm playing on. If it's all Madden, I'll throw it deep to Evan Ingram. If it's not, I'm looking to scramble. Get the free scramble out to the right here because everything clears up in about a 15 to 20 yard radius. Oh, and he fumbled it. Oh, and he also recovered it. How about that? Thank goodness. I meant to scramble, and then I either didn't hit the scramble button or thought about hitting the scramble button as he was hurdling, so that was kind of rough. But I have not run halfback angle yet. I didn't run it last drive, so I don't know if it's open or not, so we'll go ahead and run it. It is countered. Critical. We'll hit Bo Jackson. He will catch it. What was the counter on it? 19%. Okay, 2nd and 7 from the 10-yard line. What am I gonna do? I think I want to go curl flats here. Wait, can I run motion Y stick again? I can. We'll go motion Y stick. It's not countered. We'll flip it. Motion Y stick. We've got zone coverage, so I'm going to look to hit Trey Burton. Never mind, not going to hit Trey Burton. We're going to scramble. The read there should have been Evan Ingram, not Trey Burton, or your halfback even. I'm really not super familiar with that play. 2 years ago when I played, I run it all the time, but that was before frequency counters or game plan. It was 2 years ago. It was just you countered a play, it was countered. This year and last year kind of changed that for the better. I didn't really play last year, but this year I haven't run motion Y stick too often because I used to only run it to the out route to the tight end, but then it would get intercepted more often than not because in man coverage at least, because the linebacker or cornerback that was covering the halfback would intercept it. So that's why I don't really run that play too often anymore. So here we'll go fake halfback toss. It's a good play to run because it's a trick play. In its essence, it's a trick play. I don't have my scramble, so we'll go toss. On 3rd and medium, the defense will bite on it. They'll bite on the fullback run, which is kind of strange. You wouldn't think they would, but they do. It's good. I mean, it's good. They'll bite down on it, and then they'll catch the toss too late. They'll catch it when you've already got open field ahead of you for a good 10 yards at least. And that's only on 3rd and medium. I don't really like to run it too frequently, but I run it occasionally. So I'm being live countered still. So play at this point when you're being live countered, pretending this is my 3rd drive. The plays that you ran on your 1st drive might be open if you ran enough plays on your 2nd drive. So we'll cycle into empty trip shallow cross here. Looking at a dime zone, so it's a counter formation. It is countered, so he didn't free it up from last time. So we got 2nd and 10. We will roll into empty trip stick here. Dime zone, so he didn't free this one up either. That bounced a lot. 1% critical. Oh my god. That might be the thumbnail. That might be the thumbnail right there. Wow. Since I ran fake fullback halfback toss late enough last drive, he wouldn't have had time to counter it, so it is open. It's either open or it's going to be a soft counter. If you ran it late enough in the last drive, like I ran it and then scored a touchdown, he wouldn't have had enough time to go in there and counter it before I started my last drive. So I know it's not countered. Get the truck. And some solid yards. Let's see. Let's go ahead and flip strong eye halfback blast. It's not countered. Do some gator walk in there and we'll go ahead and score a touchdown. Sweet. Go bunch spacing because I do have my scramble. Down to the left. Ooh, what are you doing there, middle linebacker? Can't catch me. But we didn't score, so we have to score on this drive to win this game. So again, pretending it's a live counter. I still can't get over that 1% critical. Man, that really hurts. Oh well. Let's go bunch PA pin deep. I did run it on the 1st drive, but it wasn't countered. I probably should have scrambled there. Probably shouldn't have thrown that, but it worked out okay. PAFL middle, it wasn't counted on the 1st drive, so we'll go ahead and run it here. And we'll run it for this. We'll throw it away actually because that linebacker was going to take me down. Had a 1% critical last time I ran this play, so we'll run it again. It's open. Bo Jackson, he drops it according to plan. Now we'll go fake halfback toss. We've got dime man, and so they'll bite down, and then that linebacker's just set chasing me, and we get the 1st down. Same thing, we'll go into blast. It's not countered. I ran it too late on the last drive for him to counter it. We get through the line of scrimmage, but we do get pushed down. Let's see here. What can I run? What can I run? We'll go trips off slants. We'll flip trips off slants. And we'll look to see if we can get anyone open on the other drag routes. Burton. Oh, he just reached in front and batted it down. What a guy. Let's go curl flats then. So we've got a man blitz, so we'll look to hit Ingram. He can't even get there. So let's see. What am I gonna do on 4th and 3? Against a live counter. Sort of. I'm pretending it's live counter. Not PA on 4th down, that's a terrible idea. We're stuck with a short pass because it's a 1% counter. 1%. Let's go motion Y stick here. We're gonna get nickel man. So I'm going to look to scramble. We'll just use the scramble button. And we will go ahead and roll out for the touchdown. Is it weird to call a touchdown at 30 yards out? Probably. But we do score and we will get this dub. And we'll score 24 points as well against, quote, a live counter, unquote. So he's not going to play me anymore. He's done. He's retired. And with that, we complete a few games. I show off some of my second tier plays, what I do against a live counter-ish, and just some miscellaneous things that I do for the tournament this weekend and a few other things. It did help me get better a little bit at not running my top plays, some contingency things I can do, so that's all I'm asking for. And we'll go ahead and post this, probably go ahead and post it now. As soon as I finish recording, I'll probably upload it. So I hope if you guys did watch this all the way through, thank you. If you didn't, then I guess it's all right. You're not going to hear this little spiel at the end because you didn't listen to it all the way through. But I am glad you guys watched it. If you did, if you learned something, that's great. It's great. I hope you did. This is something that I've been thinking about doing for a while, and I probably will do it pretty frequently. I'll probably start to stream instead, so that way you guys can recommend plays if you want me to run different plays or something like that, because it helps me get better as well. It helps me get better and it helps show off different plays in different situations. So with all that being said, I'm just 500,000 fans away from Hall of Fame with 4 days left. I'm gonna get there, I promise. I might stream it tomorrow, we'll see. But I will talk to you guys later, tomorrow probably. My name is Reinnovation, and I will talk to you guys whenever I talk to you guys.